What's up, guys? I'm here with O'Sharlock.
InfernoMoose.
I'm sorry I have not been doing this every week as I should. Just one thing came up, then another thing came up, then another thing came up. But I'm doing it again, and I'm starting it, and I'm gonna keep it constant. Hopefully. But when I edit it, constant.
She's lying.
Alright, let's get started. 2 players to 1 player.
30 seconds to air.
Well, howdy, I'm Donnie. Won't you please informate me how many players we have?
1.
All by your Lone Star? No
Yes.
problem. First off, let's get your name.
No thank you.
Well, that won't work. We need to call you something. I know. Let's call you Cabbage. Because
My
of your green head.
cabbages!
Great.
You're almost at go. 10 seconds.
Happy trials.
Can I get a gangster check?
5,
Let's go to black.
3,
In order for some rides to work, you must consciously think that you are right.
1.
Welcome to the game. My name's Cookie Masterson, and
God, it's coming right for
I'm
us!
afraid of zippers. Couldn't find a partner? Gee, it's kind of like a metaphor. Do you know what that means? And our wrong answer of the game is sponsored by...
Fashion Barrel Barrelware. Comfort, freedom, style, and the faint smell of pickles. Wear your wood well.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash.
What a knockout.
So let's get to it.
Hey!
I can't think of any songs.
Well, would you
begin
help me
with-
with that?
I can't feel my potatoes. Oh, I
Looks
love
like he has a little
Pringles.
morning wood.
You know what their slogan says? Once you pop, you can't stop.
Barking up the
It's
right
so true. If once you popped, you couldn't stop, and you decided to enter a 12-step program at Pringleholics Anonymous, what would be the first step? Weaning yourself away from Pringles, helping others with their Pringle problem. The first step of the 12-step program, as created by AA, is admitting you have a problem and are powerless to your addiction.
Don't ask me how I know
For the
that.
record, I certainly don't have a Pringle problem.
saying.
I only eat them at parties and
Nope.
nightclub bathrooms
Nope.
and in bed while watching old episodes of Love Connection. Let's try
said that.
make this your main profile question. Who would most likely use the famous surgeon's photograph as their main profile pic on Facebook? Albert Einstein, Dr. Robert Jarvik, Marilyn Monroe, or Nessie the Loch Ness
Probably
Monster? Now, Robert Jarvik created the artificial heart, and he uses Friendster. Correct answer, show yourself. The famous photograph of Nessie poking her head out of the water is known as the surgeon's photograph because it was supposedly taken by a doctor. And since then, the photo has indeed proven to be doctored. By the way, Nessie enjoys water skiing, long walks on the beach at night, and playing Mafia Wars. Oh,
made
and
me a
she's a
little sick.
diehard Christian.
I wave my
How
hand
about
at
who be you?
you.
Which arrangement of B words fills in the following blanks? Blank movie, blank Arthur, blank cool, sloop John blank. BBBB, 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 or
Jesus Christ.
BBBB.
Yeah, it's, B, so it's 2, 3, and 4. Arthur, probably B.
Yeah, so it has
Time's almost up.
I think it might be 2, actually. Oh, wait, no.
B, no.
It was 3.
It was begging to be picked. B movie, B
I saw
Arthur, B
Arthur, I
cool,
didn't
the
see the one up
2005
here
movie
on the
starring
top
John
right.
Travolta
I thought it was
and
movie
Sloop
blank
John
Arthur
B,
blank
the Beach
cool.
Boys song. Hey, Beach Boys, BB.
No, it's okay.
One thing I'm very proud of is that I got straight B's in college. Because hepatitis C is the bad one, right?
Oh! No!
Try this on for size. Vegetable. Which VeggieTales character would be classified as having an ectomorph body type? Bob the Tomato, Archibald Asparagus, Larry the Cucumber, or Jerry Gourd? Like Larry, you're on the verge of being in a pickle
Damn it.
jar. Why didn't you pick this?
I was right!
Ectomorphs
I didn't-
have thin,
I'm-
narrow
I'm-
chests and abdomens.
I'm not listening to you anymore.
Which is too skinny if you ask me. Personally, I prefer something with a little meat on its bones. Or any meat. Or bones. like chicken wings. I'm hungry. It's time for Yohoow Ow! And it's a dis or dat.
Dat.
I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it's a type of ab exercise, part of a pirate ship, or both. If it's an ab exercise, press 1. If it's part of a pirate ship, press the number 2. And if you think it's both, press the number 3. Each one right get you 300. Oh, am I wasting your time?
Yes.
Excuse me. Flying jib. Captain's chair. Plank.
Wait, what? Yeah.
Ball bridge. Keel. Cable chops. Foreboom. A parrot's about to poop on your score. Of course, the easiest exercise for a pirate to do is the amputated leg lift. That's the end of round 1, where you pretty much crapped your pants. Remember, I'm doubling the value of each question in round 2. And remember, keep an eye out for the wrong answer of the game. It's still out there. Okay, let's see what's next. Up next, I Can't Quit You movie franchise. Suppose they make a sequel to Brokeback Mountain set on the second tallest mountain in the world. What might it be called? Brokeback K2? Brokeback Mountain 2 Matterhorny? Brokeback 2 Never Rest on Everest? Or Brokeback Mountain?
I think it's Black Mountain.
You know what they say, once you go to Brokeback Mountain, you never go back.
Oh!
It's so obvious. The mountain known as K2 on the border of Pakistan and China is the second tallest mountain in the world after Mount Everest.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I prefer Brokeback Mountain, the Remount.
This is why I love this movie.
I call this one, My Accountant's a Real Joker. Why might an accountant use a Heath ledger? To keep track of his nerves, to keep track of his livestock, to keep track of his fireplace, or to keep track of his shrubbery?
Fireplace.
Why the hell would you need to keep track of a fireplace?
Yeah.
Shut up! I know it's
Correct
hard.
answer, show yourself. Accountants use
Shrubbery.
ledgers to keep track of things, like heath,
cause
a kind of shrubbery.
Because the ledger is
And
to
after
keep
a
track
full
of,
day of
like,
shrubbery
method.
accounting, I'm sure he's pretty bushed.
I thought Heath was the same thing as Heath.
picking out a mate.
Shut up. I got myself fired there.
Yes, you did.
Take a stab at American literature is garbage.
Yeah.
I prefer
Okay,
English
somebody
literature.
sent in somebody's trash. Alright.
Ew.
This steaming pile of trash smells literary. Let's see what we can find. There's an ambulance driver's license from World War I, some Cuban cigar butts, and an empty bottle of foot cream specifically designed for six-toed cats. What famous author does this trash belong to? Mark Twain, John Steinbeck, Ernest Hemingway, or Toni Morrison?
Either Steinbeck or Hemingway. I think it's Hemingway.
Ernest Hemingway was a volunteer ambulance driver in World War I. Spent 20 years
nice.
living in Cuba and owned a collection of six-toed cats known
You just
as
hit my
Hemingway
boob.
I
cats.
did not.
Yes, you did. I saw it.
Let's see what
Ow.
else Hemingway threw out.
Yo, boob.
Oh, what's this?
My
A Farewell to
boobies.
Arms 2, Armless and Lovin' It. Jeez. I'll just put that back in the garbage. May I introduce? I'd like to make a reservation for 6.3 people, please. Based on the average household size in the United States, what might you expect to hear at one of these restaurants? Table for 2.6 at the Cheesecake Factory, table for 2.9 at Red Robin, table for 3.2 at Denny's, or table for 3.5 at Cracker Barrel.
3.2? Or 2.6? Or 3.5?
Time is short.
3.5?
The correct answer is the average
Goddamn it.
American household is made
That's
up
right.
of 2.6 people, give or take an arm or a torso. Though if you base it on weight, that number increases significantly after eating at Cheesecake Factory. You're wrong. Wow, that was a lot more fun than a barrel of crackers.
Oh, wait a minute!
And speaking of barrels, you want a designer barrel courtesy of our sponsor, Fashion Barrel Barrelware. You're going to like the way you look. In a barrel, I guarantee it. In a barrel. This wrong answer of the game is only a sweet 8,000 clams.
Yeah, I got
Well done.
8,000.
Hold me, never let me go.
Oh God, this is so weird. And it has
Open
two
wide
legs.
for fries or tater tots. Hey, did you know King Tut was just 9 years old when he became Pharaoh of Egypt?
Yes.
Probably still read the Egyptian funny papers every day. Considering which animal the Egyptians worshipped, which
Cat.
ancient comic strip character would King
And
Tut have
Garfield.
enjoyed the most? Garfield Hotep? The ancient
Cat.
Egyptians were
No,
known to
Egyptians
revere and
worship
worship
cat, and the only
cats,
cat in
like
the comic is
Garfield and
Garfield.
Garfield Hotep. And they hated Mondays.
Yeah.
Welcome to the attack.
Okay, I assume
when
you
you
guys
see
know
two
about this.
clues
If
that
not,
match.
too bad.
Oh, do you need to be somewhere? My mistake. Here's your clue. A banana by any other name would smell as banana eat.
Very
Perhaps
nice.
you know these foods by their aliases. Good luck.
Ah, there we go.
Forget it.
Aww.
Get everything wrong. Get it wrong.
It sounds so weird. Aww. Oh! Oh, it's good. See if we got it.
I bet you're known by another name. Let me guess. Chucklehead?
Evidently, we don't know Jack.
Nope.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's a wrap. Donnie, what's happening?
Yeah.
So,
Hope
are
you
you
had
thinking you'd
fun.
like to enrage
No
and more
more than
tomfoolery?
Jack.
This week on Racist Doctor.
See ya.
Doctor